No experience required. Enjoy great pay and benefits in a friendly environment. Call Biggerstaff Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 402-466-8118 or apply online at biggerstaffs.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Wingstop. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
Welcome. Another edition of the Captain Show. This time, it's me and my co-pilot Rico with a Christmas cut.
Had to look good.
Dang,
I always look good, but I had to look better.
That's a lie. You got your ugly Christmas shirt, sweater.
It's not even ugly. It's gorgeous. It's got two slots climbing a Christmas tree. It's amazing.
It's horrible.
You're just jealous. You couldn't pull it off as I could.
Right. It looked like a Bill Cosby sweater. Why didn't you trim up the beard too?
I was gonna. So he asked me if I wanted him to trim it, but it costs extra. So I said no, and I was gonna trim it last night, but the kids were up for a while, and then we had gifts to wrap and stuff. Like, had to wash clothes and fold clothes and start packing because we're gonna, be on the road early tomorrow morning. So didn't have time to trim it up. I'll probably trim it up tonight or early in the morning.
Where are you guys going?
We're going to Central City to see her mom's side of the family, and then we're gonna head up to Orchard to see her dad's side of the family.
Oh, nice road trip.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah, make sure you have your jump box. Make sure you have all the essentials, because if you break down now, it's not pretty.
Not great. We have like 12 blankets in our car just in case. I need to find a place to get air in my tires, because I've been trying to go to these places that have free air at these gas stations, but it's too cold and it doesn't want to work. So somebody told me there's a place with like a heated garage here in Lincoln, so I have to find that place.
Wait,
and
hold up. See, here's my problem. Jay Gates, Aaron Davis, Raph, if you need your air filled, they've got a little deal that you plug up right in the lighter. And you don't have to do anything. You can sit in the car while it airs the tire up. You set the tire pressure where you want it, and you get in and wait.
Somebody said they had that. They got it from on Amazon. And I told them to send me the link. They haven't sent the link, so
stop it. Walmart. There's a Target right over here. There's all types of situations.
Send me the link on the text line.
Rico, Target right across the street. Go to Target. It costs like $10. All
right, so James, I know there's free air at the 27th Pine Lake gas station across from Super Saver. I know that, but the thing is that the ones that are outside right now, I've tried 5 different gas stations. It's too cold and it doesn't work. Like, the air doesn't come out. Like, you push it and there's like a burst of air and then there's no air. So, and I'm not gonna sit outside. It's like very little bit. It's just like that's
all right, Rico. We're not gonna let you have conversations with the text line about air. Okay, that's out. Now, cold.
Target.
You can have a conversation about that cold air out, that cold weather. So I get up. I'm excited. I'll get to get my good sense sandwich, and I go out to my truck. And guess what happened?
What happened?
It didn't start.
My car almost didn't start, and it's in the garage.
It didn't start.
It was struggling. I turned the key to.
My dogs have been pooping on the porch and in the basement. because they don't want to go
I don't blame them.
So I take the two big dogs. I got two big dogs and I got a puppy. It's about 6 months. So I take the two big dogs out. And I mean, we talking a minute. And they're standing on two legs and trying to figure out what is this. But I took the little dog out and he was trying to get off of all four legs. So he laid in the snow. Figured out that wasn't smart either.
He said, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, he's been no good. I got to go get some hay. I'm going to have to do some things. I got to get my car started. But, yeah, be careful. Bundle up. That is nothing to play with out there. You know, I think you out there for 10 minutes, man. That's a lot. So be careful and bundle up today.
Yesterday, when it was negative 40, Nick looked it up and it said that you could get frostbite in 5 minutes if you were outside. And
wind chill is negative 40.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is you stand outside, the wind's blowing. I think right now, let's see what it is here in Lincoln. It is -2. Wind chill makes it feel like -26.
Well, you guys are great. We're -7 still.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, you're at -4.
Whatever.
It's a heat wave.
Whatever.
It's a heat wave. It's warm.
I checked it was -7, -4. Anything negative is not good.
Yeah.
Zero's not good. 32 degrees is like the cutoff. It's starting like all my aches and pains, I can feel them worse. And it's starting to make me try to figure out how I can be a snowbird.
All them old football injuries.
Yeah, just be a snowbird. You know, snowbirds, once they get to the age where they retire, it's cold here. They get a house in Arizona. And during this time, guess where they're at?
Arizona.
Or Florida.
We got to be careful. It's wind chill of 1 degree down in Houston.
Ooh. That whole entire state's done.
Texas is frozen. They don't know what to do.
Over.
They get like a quarter of an inch of snow and they shut down. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're over. They are absolutely. Hey, did you hear? And let me say how cold it is.
Too cold.
I go right.
It's too cold. That's what it is.
I opened up my garage at work, and I don't know what I was washing off a car, barely washing it.
Oh no!
I got to thinking. Yeah, there you go. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Oh no!
You know where I'm going with this, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Oh, for Sean.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't think about it until it was too late. And I'm trying to pull the garage open, and it's like, no, sir.
Not today. That is not happening.
Leroy Jenkins says, no more excuses. You get there, buddy. By any means necessary. I ain't even going to talk about it. I'm just going to do it. You know what? I like the red room now. See this picture behind me?
I do.
You got Coach Tenniper in that picture, Coach Osborne, Coach Sams, Jared Talmadge. I think that's Terrell, T. Frage, myself.
It's a nice crystal football you got there.
I don't know if that was the 25 year of the 94 championship or not. I think so. It was 25, I believe. I don't know which one it was. But
haven't seen one of those in a while.
I was listening earlier, and they were talking about the recruiting, ratings, and I love that. Jay Gates, shout out to you, bro, for just being the analyst that you are and digging deep and giving us some great numbers. But I was thinking, those numbers are great, even from 1st to 100. Where they don't become great is when you have turnover rate at your institution. See, that's the number that we have to look at and compare that number to the guys that are staying, to the guys that are going. The guys that are like I wouldn't even recruit guys anymore on the fact of the money. I wouldn't recruit them on money. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't recruit them on NIL.
Wouldn't recruit them on NIL?
Nope. I would not.
That's what Matt Rule said the other day.
Why? Why would you do that? Because then
you
just basically told a young man that you're a professional. I've been thinking about this. The NIL takes college out of college. It does. Because now the focus is the NFL, which, okay, I get it. But I want to say shout out to Nebraska. Who's number one in graduates?
What do you mean? Like in college?
Yeah, in sports, in college sports. Who's number one in academic All-Americans?
I believe Nebraska is.
You know how long that's been since I was in school? That was 20-some years ago.
They just keep adding to the tally.
Well, no, my point is, even though this mentality is turning to a more of a pro first, college second mentality, Nebraska still we still stand at the top of the food chain as far as academic All-Americans, and I hope that would remain the same. That shouldn't change because it hasn't changed under any coaching staff. Is my point. When you think about things to hang your hat on the fact that we have academic All-Americans and we got smart guys that are going to live a lot longer than playing football. Now,
I don't know when it was last updated, but as of right now, well, as of whenever this was published, Nebraska. So the top four are Nebraska, Notre Dame, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, and Stanford. Nebraska has 320. Second place, Notre Dame has 246. So it's kind of a large jump.
All I'm saying is, when you talk about going to an institution, right? And we talk about why our institution is historic, that's one of the reasons. Academic All-Americans. And if you look up that list, there's more than just guys that was riding the pine on that list. There are some big names on that list as far as academic All-Americans that play football for the University of Nebraska and that played at a high level, but that were also smart guys in the classroom. And so I'm just
the crazy thing is looking at some of the majors for some of those guys that get academic All-American, where they're balancing, whatever sport they're playing, in this case, football, but, all athletes balancing, playing that sport, practicing for that sport, being a student, and then becoming an academic All-American. And let's say you're some biology, chemistry major or a nursing student, and you're doing all that. Like, it's just wild. I had a friend, I had multiple friends on the track and field team at UNK who were nursing students, and the amount of time when we're at track meets and they're sitting in the stands with their books and their laptops doing their homework, and then they're listening for a first call for whatever event, and they get up, they go do their warm-up, they run their race, talk to the coaches and whatever about how it went, then they go back up into the stands and they're doing their homework again. Like, that amount of dedication is just wild. It's rare to see in anywhere really, is people who are willing to put that amount of dedication towards their school and put that amount of dedication towards their sport, because the people that I'm talking about specifically were also one of the best on our team in the conference at their events.
All right, again, shout out to Nebraska. Nebraska Wesleyan is in the top 10 also. That's what 0218 says. And shout out to Nebraska Wesleyan. Because of Lincoln, because Nebraska, the Huskers, you rarely hear about Nebraska Wesleyan, but for a long time, Nebraska Wesleyan has been in one of the top schools since I can remember. And so shout out to them as well. Ron says, when it hits negative 40 degrees in Lincoln and the commits start decommitting.
I mean, can you imagine coming from Florida or California or Texas, and you get up here, let's say you're an early enrollee, you get up here in January, you're going from, I don't know, like 68 degrees, and you're like, oh, it's kind of cold. You get up here and it's negative 20.
I'm just saying.
I can't imagine the shock.
Listen, you have to let that be known, okay? My cousin Ben was up here from Louisiana, and he's never experienced this before. He's from California, but has been living in Louisiana, right? So I'm telling him, it got to about 35, 40. He's, it's cold. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to layer up, because if this is cold to you, just wait.
You're in for a problem.
Oh, he had no idea. He does now. He does now.
I had some of my cousins up from Puerto Rico a couple of years ago, and they had never seen snow before, and they came up here, and it was sure enough a blizzard hit as soon as after they got in the day after, and they obviously didn't have the proper equipment to handle a blizzard, but they went outside in like their coats, and they were just having a blast in the snow. And then after a while, they're like, I can't feel my hands. I was like, yeah, that's what happens when it's really cold.
Gina Lincoln says cold enough to freeze the nuts off a steel bridge. Get your mind out of the gutter, Rico. us guys that actually work, we actually have to go work with these hands, like do manual labor and turning wrenches and taking tires off and stuff like that. We understand that there's nuts that hold things on. Right?
I know that. I know that.
I'm just saying.
It's just funny.
Making sure we're together on that one. I thought about that too, though. But I was like, okay. I know exactly what he's talking about. Listen, when it's cold like that, who's outside? Who's outside?
The blue collar workers, people in construction, people working on cars, people working on roads. It's terrible. I feel bad for
5161 says this. He says, why would you not want to play in this? It's NFL weather. I do, but I know how to bundle up, and I'm not cold. I got face mask, the whole works. So
I mean, there is, it is NFL weather, and you're more than likely going to have to play in weather like this when you get into the NFL. But also, you could prolong it for 4 years by not going to a northern school and then getting used to it when you get into the NFL. And you're getting
Rico, don't say that. You gotta.
You could. I don't think
we don't. No.
Hold on. I think you should.
No.
By going to a northern school and experiencing that snow for the first 4 years, so you don't get shocked your rookie year when you're in the NFL, and all of a sudden you have to, go up against Aaron Donald.
You man up, Rico.
And it's negative 20 degrees.
Rico, you've been drinking too much eggnog this morning.
Why? Man up. What am I saying that's wrong?
Big Slim says, VJ, we out here. You man up because we're talking recruiting right now. Let's stay focused.
I am.
Yeah, we're talking. I had a text that said when it hits negative 40 degrees in Lincoln, what happens?
The commits start decommitting.
Right. So, with that being said, if I'm a coach, you better prepare these young guys for this. Or let me ask this question.
Well, I mean, how much
surprise them, or do you let them know it's coming?
Oh, no, you let them know it's coming, but how much can you actually prepare them? Like, you can tell them it's going to be negative 20 at some point, but you don't know negative 20 until you experience negative 20.
You know how you prepare them? You tell them like that great mom of mine told us a long time ago. You layer up because you can't take off what you don't have on. So if you walk out of the house and you ain't got 3 or 4 shirts on, a sweatshirt on, a coat, and some tight pants on, whatever they call those things. What do they call those things for the men? What are those things?
I know what you're talking like
long johns. Johns. Put your long johns on, maybe a pair of pants over that, and then put your Carhartts on. Okay. Couple pair of socks. Got to have boots because tennis shoes will not work. It's got to be leather. Right. And we're going to have you all set. You ain't got to worry about the cold. You ain't got to worry about the cold. You ain't coming here for the cold anyway. You coming here to play football.
You want to experience the cold.
You're going to experience it, though.
But even then, even if you layer up, if you've never, like I say, if you've never experienced it, even if you do layer up, that wind's going to hit you in the face because you can't cover it. It's going to hit you in the face. It's going to slip down your shirt, and you're going to be like, I just don't. You've never had that before. You're just like, I don't know what to do with the rest of my body.
Yeah.
So you can tell them, you can prepare them, but it's like, hey, you just gotta and that's the thing is, if you want to play in the NFL, you're going to have to go through this at some point, especially now that they're playing later.
If you want to play in the Big Ten,
you could play. If you want to play in the Big Ten, yeah, but that's the thing. If you want to play, if your goal, which a lot of these recruits' goal is to make it to that next level, that final level, that NFL level, you are going to have to experience the cold. And what better way than to get, if you're good, 3 years, 4 years in of having that experience before you have to go and do that at the professional level, especially now that the regular season is extended and your final regular season game is until January. You know, let's say you get drafted to Green Bay and you're playing the Bears on January 2nd or whatever day happens to fall on whatever Sunday. And it's, you're playing in Chicago and it's negative 30 degrees and the wind is blowing and the snow's on the ground and it's like an ice bowl. The fans are going to be there because they're crazy. I don't understand. I'm not going to a game if it's that cold, but you're going to have to be there because you got to play. And I understand layering up, but there's only so many layers you can put on when you're playing football.
I'm talking beyond football because you're going to come to Nebraska. Guess what? You got to walk the class in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like they're going to say, oh, yeah, guys, it's too cold. Don't go to class. And the good thing is they can do the Skype thing. I don't know, because of COVID, they can do all that. But if you got to go to class in this, you better bundle up. I'm talking so much more past football because you got to deal with this cold 24/7. Right? And there's no way to be letting no parts of your body be exposed but your eyes and probably that.
The Sways on YouTube says, unless all your classes are online.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be
you gotta walk to the weight room. You gotta, drive and park and then walk into the weight room. So you still gotta experience a little bit.
Yeah, but
walk into practice.
I don't know. Some people, text lines open 402-464-5685. Listen, do you think we should surprise them or tell them what's going on? It's gonna get cold, fellas. This is what it is. This is where you're coming to. But we've got all of the seasons taken care of here.
In like a week.
Summer, winter, spring, fall. All you got to do is call. Hey, Joe Walker, one-time national champ, former Tennessee Titan, and big league Little League coach, just won the national championship. We're going to talk to him, find out who they played, what happened, and get all the dirty details when we get back right after these messages. 93.7 The Ticket. Rico rolling.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Go to allofiber.com/fiberthings and switch today.
Life-changing research doesn't just take place in outer space. It's also happening right here in Nebraska, and you could play a key role. Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, needs healthy adults who are 19 years old and older for a research opportunity. If you qualify, you can earn up to $500 a day for time and travel. Overnight stays may be required. To learn more, call Solarion at 866-213-2965 or visit helpresearch.com/500.
This year, give the gift of delicious food, incredible service, and a lasting memory with the Pillar Restaurant Group gift card. Our holiday gift card special is back. When you purchase a $50 gift card, receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card to receive a $20 bonus card. These cards can be used at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, Cactus, and all Lincoln Good Sense subs. Available for purchase at any of our concepts or online at prgnebraska.com.
There's a lot that goes into buying a home. Security First Bank can help lighten the load. Whether you're looking for more space or a new place, we make the process easier with friendly, experienced mortgage lenders. And whether you're building new or remodeling the old, we have flexible financing too. Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 505011.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Life's special moments deserve to be celebrated. Since 1959, Riddle's Jewelry has been family-owned, and we're honored to be part of your family's most cherished moments. Riddle's will help you make this holiday special with savings of up to 50% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Shop our holiday sale to find the perfect gift to celebrate the amazing memories this year has made. Riddle's Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Wind chill warnings remain in effect as northwest winds will gust near 40 today, and we only see an afternoon high of around 6. Wind chill values will be well below zero for the majority of the day. A few clouds move in tonight. We'll see an overnight low of around 5 below. Try to warm things up a bit tomorrow with a high of 15. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. It's the Captain, 93.7 The Ticket. On the phone. And I don't know where the heck Rico is, but on the phone, a living legend in his own right, as far as in his football prowess and now his coaching prowess. Joe Walker. What's up, Joe?
What's going on? What's going on, VJ?
Hey man, just up here, man, in this ice box. I can't even call. I'm up here in the freezer.
Hey, you gonna have to get your polar bear sweater on, man.
I got a couple. I've been in it all my life, so all my life. No, I've been in it all my life, so I've been dealing with this. I know how to dress for the weather.
Hey, you got tough skin. That's all I can tell you. You well equipped.
What's up, man? Talk to me. Give me first of all, how long you been coaching? How'd you get involved with Little League? Give the people a little bit of background on your Little League organization, where it's out of, kind of how you got it started, that whole nine.
Yeah, well, I got started 10 years ago. I had a somewhat stepson. He was a younger kid, so I kind of wanted to coach him. So I got started 10 years ago and started my youth organization, DFW Ravens Elite. And just trying to pour back into the community and pour back into these kids the knowledge and the wisdom that I have, and try to help mold them, shape them on the field and off the field, to be great athletes, but also be good citizens.
How many kids did you have your first year?
My first year, my organization, I got approximately 5 levels, so it was 130 kids, including cheerleaders, probably 160.
Okay, so now in your 10th year, how many kids?
Right now we approximately around 225 kids.
I mean, and you know every one of them, don't you?
Age of five, all the way up to age of 13.
And you know every one of them, don't you?
Yeah,
for the most part.
I try to know them.
I mean, I know when you get into 5 years. I'm saying, the kids that I'm quite sure you touch every team.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I make sure I'm talking with every coaches on each level, interacting with the parents and also the kids. Make sure they are doing what they need to be doing. Just staying active. I'm pretty much on every level, so I'm not missing a beat.
Scheme wise, the younger kids, are they running a really, really vanilla version of what they'll be running when they get to 13 and 14?
Well, no, it's flag at that level, so it's kind of different.
So give me the stages, Joe. Give me the stages.
Physical contact, so it's more sweep right, sweep left. So they keep it basic for the they try to develop and learn at that age, so they keep it pretty simple, basic.
9-10.
9-10, yeah, they banging, they banging heads, the full pads. They running the offense. They're gonna be running at the age 13, 12, 11, 10. So yeah, we install our offense. We start installing around age 7. So from 7 on up, they pretty much know the whole offense and the defensive scheme.
So I don't want to talk about this year. I don't want to talk about this year and this game we just played yet. So thus far, at what point did you win your first championship?
I won my first championship the first year I started coaching. So out of 10 years, I probably won eight championships so far.
Now, the folks need to understand this. When we're talking, Joe and them just finished playing football this past weekend, right? I mean, we're talking Little League now. They just finished playing football this past weekend. So that means they played football a lot longer than we do up here in Nebraska. But Joe, what type of teams are you playing? Where are these teams at that you guys play?
Well, this past week, we participated in an organization called FBU, which stands for Football University. And this organization to get the best kids throughout the whole United States. So we was playing against teams from California all the way to the East Coast and in between. So this particular team that I coach, it's this majority, all the kids are from the Dallas area. So we got the best of the best kids out of Dallas, and we participated and played majority of the kids like in the city. We started off playing the top teams in the state, which out of Austin, Houston, San Antonio, and El Paso. So we had to beat out all these teams in the state of Texas first. Then we go to regional, play teams like Louisiana, Mississippi. So we beat those guys. So we got invited to the national invitation in Naples, Florida. So now you have where they narrowed down to the top teams that won in their state and also in their region meets in Florida. So we had to play Kentucky. We ended up beating Kentucky. Then we played Southern California. That was the top team out of California. So we ended up beating California. So then for the national championship, which the team we played was out of Georgia. So they've been beating up on teams throughout the whole a month. I think they beat Florida, Massachusetts, Ohio. So we was the last two teams standing, Dallas and team out of Georgia. So we ended up winning. We ended up winning the national championship. We we got some good group of kids. And I mean, it was a good game. They streamed it on YouTube. You can go watch it on YouTube. Just put FBU National Championship 2022, and you can watch the full game. Yeah, it was a very.
Say that one more time,
game.
Joe.
We
One more
came out
time.
victorious.
One more time. Give me that. Give us that again. One more time.
Just go to YouTube, type FBU National Championship 2022, and 8th grade. We are the 8th grade age level. So yeah, you can watch the whole game, and you got sports announcement and everything. So you can see the type of caliber kids we have, and it was a hard fight. We won 22-14, so it was a good game.
Now, this wasn't the game where the kid didn't get in and they called it a touchdown. That wasn't a touchdown. Anyway, Joe, when you see these young kids, because you've been doing it now for 10 years, so you've touched a lot of athletes that have went on to play major college football. How many kids have you gotten or helped? Because this is the most important part of helping a kid get to the next level is the foundation. How many kids you think you've helped over the years get to college?
Oh man, it's a long line of kids. Just this year alone, we had probably, I will say, 8 Power 5 D1 kids that came out of my organization. The number 1 cornerback in the state of Texas, he signed with LSU. We had kids signed with Texas A&M. I had one kid signed with Florida, and a kid signed with Oklahoma. So every year we got kids that's coming out of high school that came out of my organization. That's pretty much going. It ranges from 5 to 10 every year. Coming out of the state of Texas. They top 100 kids, and they going to top D1 schools from Alabama to Florida, LSU, Texas, Oklahoma, USC. I mean, it ranges all throughout the whole country.
Hold up. I didn't hear you say Nebraska. How do we get that pipeline back going? Do you think, I hope Coach Rule and them are listening to this. Do you think they should be coming and talking to you now so that they build those relationships with those young men that are potentially the future? And how do we make that relationship happen? Because you did not say Nebraska.
They started the ground rules. Well, a lot of people don't realize Deion got the upper hand right now because Deion started coaching the same time I started coaching youth football. So he coached a little league team called The Truth, and his organization, my organization, was two top organizations in Dallas. So he already built this rapport with these kids growing up. So I think a lot of coaches with schools, college schools, what they don't do is reach back into the ground level. Like you get to know from the coaches that run these organizations that already developed and have a relationship with these kids and parents. So these kids that's coming out of college right now, these are the same kids that's spending the night at my house. These same kids that ate at my table, that I had to feed, clothes, put body cliques. So the relationship and over the course of time, coaches like me have a big effect on these kids what school they want to go. So I think as a college institution, you should always start at the ground level. I mean, for instance, like your cousin, Devin White, the linebacker for Temple.
Mm-hmm.
I recall when he was in high school, age 8th grade, he had already had an offer from LSU, right?
Yeah, coming out of 8th grade, going into 9th, they offered him a scholarship in 9th grade.
Exactly.
Sure
So
and look, and he went. And listen, Joe, I got to throw it to break, but I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, you talked about having to feed these young men, having to take them to go get stuff to eat. Those types of things that youth coaches rarely get credit for, that we do because we see the need, because some of these kids come from tough situations. So when we get back, I want to talk a little bit about that, Joe.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm with Joe Walker, Tamarcus, the captain. The Ticket, 93.7. We'll be right back.
Ever think of having a career in plumbing or heating? Do you enjoy watching your favorite game in a nice, comfortable space? Taking a shower after a warm day? Well, everyone we serve at Biggerstaff Plumbing, Heating, and Air sure does. If you're interested in a career in plumbing, heating, and air, come join our team where you'll get paid while training. No experience required. Enjoy great pay and benefits in a friendly environment. Call Biggerstaff Plumbing, Heating, and Air at 402-466-8118 or apply online at biggerstaffs.com.
There's a lot that goes into buying a home. Security First Bank can help lighten the load. Whether you're looking for more space or a new place, we make the process easier with friendly, experienced mortgage lenders. And whether you're building new or remodeling the old, we have flexible financing too. Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 505011.
It's another hockey jersey auction night this Saturday as the Lincoln Stars host the Tri-City Storm for Down Syndrome Night at the Icebox. Santa and Mrs. Claus will also be on hand to meet and greet with fans throughout the night. With only 2 home games left before Christmas, make sure to make your holiday plans with the Stars. The puck drops at 6:05, and tickets can be purchased now at lincolnstars.com.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers says let it snow because a white New Year's Eve could mean free jewelry. Shop from December 1st to December 24th, and if it snows 3 inches or more on New Year's Eve, your purchase is free. Holiday savings throughout the store. 36 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Shop from December 1st to December 24th, and if it snows 3 inches or more on New Year's Eve, your purchase is free. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Are you looking for some holiday fun right in the heart of downtown Lincoln? Bring your friends and family to Lincoln's largest drive-through Christmas lights experience. This show features countless high-quality lights in vibrant colors, holiday props, and favorite characters of the season, all synchronized to music to enjoy in your car. Start a new holiday tradition this year and experience the magic of Nebraska Christmas Light Show at Haymarket Park from November 26th to January 3rd, 5 p.m. to midnight. Purchase tickets today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben Sandwich or the Prime Rib French Dip or any of their famous chicken lips. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business,
Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch, free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Nebraska fans, Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln is a proud donor of Nebraska Athletics. Brokers Insurance Agency is located at 33rd and A Streets in the heart of Lincoln. At Brokers, they can help you with all your insurance needs. Let them worry about your insurance so you have more time to enjoy the college football season. Call one of their licensed agents today at 402-420-5353 or visit their website at brokersinsurancene.com. Go Big Red.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, it's the captain. 93.7 The Ticket. Rocking with me is my little brother, Joe Walker. Joe, I'm watching the game. Joe, you guys the guys in the black or the powder?
Yes, the black. We're the guys in the black shirts.
Okay.
The real black shirts.
The real black shirts. So, Joe, we was talking about, the things that you do for these young men, being that you came from the kind of the same situation as these young men came from. Right?
Yes, most definitely.
Single mom, not, it's a tough situation, and you made it through that.
Single parent. Yeah, single parent, man.
Talk a little bit about the things that you have to do in order to ensure that these kids play football, number one, and number two, you keep them in the program.
Yeah, so, I look at it like this. You got to keep the kids motivated. You got to keep them equipped. And you got to keep them fed. They got to have an energy to perform. So, yeah, a lot of these kids, they come from single-parent homes. They come from conditions that's not equipped. And so, as coaches in the community, we got to, we see it firsthand. So, when you see it firsthand, you really don't have no choice but to, help these kids out, help them to get the practice. Also help them make sure they, doing their work in school. And also, buying them shoes, clothes, feeding them, over the course of the weekend or week, whatever it may be. We don't have parents keep their lights on, gas money, get the kids to school. So it just, every case is different. But as a man, you just, see if you can help any kind of way. You see someone struggling, it's just natural. I feel it's a natural instinct, to reach out and help someone when they had need. So, you see every year it's a different story because you're dealing with different kids every year. So, yeah, it just, unfortunate in the Black community. It's a lot of help. A lot of needs that need to be helped. So I just try to be a vessel to help these kids and motivate them because I see the bigger picture. These kids have talent. These kids are smart. These kids are funny. They're very creative. So all they're looking for is someone to care and reach out and help. To me, as an adult, that's something that should be self-explanatory. Just being a love vessel and helping mold these kids to give them a better shot at the future. So that's how I look at it.
Now, I'm watching. You run an I formation. Your running back is wearing number 3, and he looks like he's a pretty good back. You know, of course, he ain't gonna be able to do all that on cut.
Back in 8th grade in the country. He's young Bo Jackson. Right now in 8th grade, this kid runs a 4.5 in a 40. He got the MVP of the whole FBU organization. The game before this game, which is the national championship game, he had over 200-some yard rushing against California. He had 200-some yard rushing every game he played. So yeah, this kid, we call him the young Bo Jackson. He's unbelievable. So this kid probably be the number 1 running back in the next 4 years in the state of Texas.
So I'm watching it, and Joe, you run an I formation, but the little quarterback aired it out. Number 5 dropped it in the end zone.
Yeah, but hey, that's just the beginning. We're gonna come back to it. So my quarterback, you see how he dropped the dime in the hand, right?
Yep.
He put the ball. Yeah. So the quarterback, he's in 8th grade. He's right now 6'2". I mean, he can sling the ball all over the field. So, and the number 5, he's probably my second best player on my team behind the running back. And this kid is unbelievable. He kind of reminds me of myself. He plays multiple positions. He plays wide receiver, quarterback, running back, safety, corner, wherever we need him on the field. He step in and perform. But he actually had 3 touchdowns this national championship game. They couldn't stop him. And he's a tremendous player. He's a smart kid, got a good head on his shoulder. Man, he's just a baller, man. He's a dog. He's a game breaker. If I was a college coach, I got 5 kids on my team right now I know that's probably going to the NFL. No question, no doubts, no question. 5 kids. I can look at them and say, yes, you got NFL talent.
Right now. And 8th grade.
Right now. Yeah, you see it. You play Little League football, BJ. You know, you can see a standout kid.
Number 5.
As you get older, it doesn't change. These kids
put him at running back. He went bananas. How tall is number 5?
Number 5 right now, he's 5'10" in 8th grade, 5'10". So he's probably, I would assume he'll be about 6'1", 6'2" by the time, college come around.
Ooh, I like him at running back, boy. Listen, Joe, we're going to throw it to break. When we get back, I'm going to talk about the kids that you feel have an opportunity. Like, I want to talk names. I want to talk what position you see them at. And then we'll talk a little bit about how do people out there in Husker country, how can they support the DFW Ravens? We'll talk all about that on the next segment. I'm with Joe Walker. It's the captain. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo Promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities that we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say hello. So, don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hey guys, Nick Sadert here, and I want to tell you about my friends at Spine and Sports Chiropractic. I experienced a herniated disc in my lower back a few years ago, and thanks to the folks at Spine and Sports, I got back to feeling 100%. At Spine and Sports, they use the active release technique, which involves the soft tissue and can alleviate headaches, shoulder pain, plantar fasciitis, and more. What I like most about the ART method is that your doctor will construct a plan that fits your needs because the technique is not a cookie-cutter approach. Allow Spine and Sports Chiropractic to help you feel better. Set up your appointment today by giving them a call at 402-261-6841.
2022 flew by fast. And while you celebrate the upcoming holidays, Mullen Motors is looking ahead to 2023 and trying to open up space on their lot. Stop by Mullen Motors for their year-end sale and select from some of the best options of used vehicles in Lincoln at the best prices of the year. Don't end the year in your aging vehicle. Search Mullen Motors lot today for their year-end sale, just north of 48th and Lake.
No tagline, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to showcase the scintillating Levion jewelry collection. Levion is known for their love of reinventing fine designer jewelry through unique combinations of chocolate diamonds, vibrant gemstones, and precious metals. Levion and Riddles Jewelry, two family-owned businesses who put customers at the heart of what they do. No one colors your world better than Levion. So visit Riddles Jewelry today and receive $100 off any Levion purchase now through Christmas.
At Riddles Jewelry, Gateway Mall.
Jake Sorensen here for The Body Shop. No, not for your car. The Body Shop is your go-to place in Lincoln for professional massages. My wife and I had a 60-minute deep tissue couples massage recently that was everything we could have asked for and more. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. Plus, it's a great Christmas gift. The Body Shop at 48th and A. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Wingstop. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
Welcome back to the Captain Show. Riding the co-pilot seat today with me is Joe Walker, punt returner, now head coach, director of the DFW Ravens football organization. Joe, if
Yeah.
some of the fans wanted to support what you're doing and help you, I mean, there's all types of different things. You know, you guys took, how many kids did you take to Florida?
We took a total of 35 kids.
I mean, so you had to take vehicles. It costs gas. You got to feed them. You got to do a lot of things. So if you want to support DFW, Joe, what do they need to do that?
They can reach me. They can reach out to me on my email. I can give email, and we are a 501c. And I will get them in contact with my team mom, and however they want to donate, they can do so with her. She can give them the instruction, but you can reach out to me on my email address. Email is JWALKIN, the word Texas spelled out, number 25 at Gmail. Again, JWA as in apple, LKIN, the word Texas spelled out, number 25 at Gmail. So yes, you can send me an email. I'll get you in contact with the team mom, and she can get you the information you need. We are 501c, so we have tax write-off and whatnot. And yes, so that's how you can help these kids. Hopefully we can build a relationship and kind of open this Texas pipeline back up for the University of Nebraska.
Joe, you guys played in the rain out there in Florida. It looked like it's a torrential downpour. How do you get the boys to understand how to play in the elements?
Well, you got to block it out. I mean, football is football. I mean, when we was in college, we played in a different element. What Coach Osborne always told us. We always used to complain, Coach, why we got this indoor facility, we never practice in it. Like, what's the purpose of it? It's cold outside. Can we practice it indoors? So he used to tell us well, you got to play out in the cold and the rain, so you might as well, we got to practice in it. So, I mean, football, you play a different climate. You just got to be mentally strong and block it out. Football is still football. But once you get on the field and get to moving around, your blood get a little warmer. So it really don't have no effect. You just got to get the kids to stay focused.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your top 5 guys. Give me your top guy that you think will have the most impact in the next 4 years as far as going to college and maybe going on to the next level. But give me your top 5. I want to know name, number, position, and potentially what high school they go to, so we can watch for them, and then we'll go from there.
I'm gonna start with Jacoby Dixon. He's the running back. As you see, number 3. We call him Young Bo Jackson. He runs a 4.5 in the 40 right now. In 8th grade, the kid is run tough, fast, hard nosed, smart kid, and he would be number 1. Number 2 pick would be number 5. His name is Trent Yancey. Trent, he's an all-around player. He's an athlete, so he plays running back, quarterback, wide receiver, DB. He can play safety, corner. Man, he can play anywhere on the field, to be honest with you. He probably can kick field goals if we ask him. But he's a tremendous player. We also have a tackle, Braylon. He's this kid, 8th grade. He's about 6'3", and he plays on both sides of the ball. He can play off. What number? 52. 52. No, he's the number on the right side. Hold up, let me see if I'm trying to pull him up. He's number
74.
I think he's number, I want to say 54, if I'm not mistaken.
Look like a 52
But,
is out there. That's a big kid that looks like he's kind of athletic.
he's 74. He's 74.
74. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, if you want to go look at that national championship game, the FBU national championship game, just put in FBU national championship 8th grade. 8th grade. Now, do they have a 9th grade, or is that it? 8th grade is top.
Well, 9th grade, how they do it, they have a 9th grade All-American game. So they get the best kids from the West Coast and the best kids from the East Coast, and they give out invitations to the best players, and it's just a 9th grade like all-star Pro Bowl game. So you got to get invited and you got to get accepted. And 5 of our kids already got accepted to play in that 9th grade game. So Braylon, he play offensive tackle. He can play on both sides of the ball. He can play deep tackle. He can play guard, and he can play tackle. He's like 6'3", and he's mean. I'm talking about he's a dog in the trenches. I haven't seen no one that can compare to him. So he would be my 3rd pick, and my 4th pick would be also my linebacker, number 11. We call him Beast Mode. So this kid is like 8th grade. He's like 6 foot. Beast Mode about 6 foot, 6'1". And you talking about someone that, take your head off. This kid is fast. He's sideline to sideline, very aggressive, and he's just a hard-nosed football. I'm like, dude, do your motor ever stop? When he strap on the helmet, he just all over the field making tackles. So this kid is someone that you do not want to get hit by, and he has a motor, and he's very aggressive. And we got another kid that play cornerback. He's number 13. You'll see he have an interception this game. We be honest with you, it's probably about 8 kids. The cornerback, the safety, number 12, Bly, he got an interception and he stripped the ball out of the runner hand. We got about 6 or 7 kids I know that got potential to go to the NFL.
8th grade. Oh, that quarterback. Yeah, it's a joy to me to watch 8th graders play this level of football, Joe. How much practice time do you guys spend when you're doing this?
Well, we practice once a week, maybe twice. We started with this group like a month ago. So the first 2 weeks, we only practice one time a week. The last week leading up to the game, we practice twice. So, it's pretty fast paced, installing plays and getting the kid lined up on defense correctly. And it's pretty fast paced, and these kids picked up on it real quick. So they well equipped, well advanced. They know the game of football. It came together pretty quick.
Bruh, what is number 3's name again?
Jacoby Dixon.
Hey, we got the Coach Rule. We got see this young Dixon, man. He just bent the corner, and everybody in the building looked like he had the angle on him, and he hit the gas. He hit the gas. But see, but this is what I'm talking about when you're talking about building a program. And Coach Rule has said it a few times in different things when he's talking. He wants to build 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th graders. To me, I'm calling Joe Walker up. And I'm saying, Joe, who is this Jacoby? And I'm giving him some love right now. Right now. Because he'll always remember that his entire career. You was talking about Devin before we went to break, and the fact that LSU offered him from going from his 8th grade in his 9th grade year, going into his 9th grade year, they offered him a scholarship. How did they know that he would be a Buckus winner and a 1st-round draft pick in the 9th grade? Mm-hmm. Well, they followed his little league career. So what I'm saying is, we haven't done a good job. Trust me, Joe. I ran my organization back in 2003. We won 6 championships. You start to follow these kids when you have an opportunity to follow them, and that's early. How long has number 3 been playing for you, or does he play for you? Or is that one of the all stars?
Yeah, this is the 3rd season.
See, continuity. What would you say your offense is, and what type of defense do you guys run?
Well, I'm the offensive coordinator, so I run a variety of plays. I run a lot of different sets. I run pro. I run I spread them out. I run. I can pass the ball, and also do wildcat. I mean, we got different formations. So I wouldn't say that it's one set particular, but we run a different set, different formation. But our defense is pretty much, it's like the old school black shirts. We coming for your head. We blitzing every play. So we bring in more guys than you can block on every play. So our defensive set is more like the old school Nebraska black shirts.
Right. So
we man up outside, and we bring in the house.
Right. So I had a question for you, and I just lost my train of thought because I just seen a great play. But you talked a little bit about the style and the play. But you're an offensive coordinator, and most people don't know this, especially now, because you play safety for Nebraska, you play safety in the league. But you were an All-American quarterback coming out of Dallas. And as an offensive coordinator, because I call myself an offensive coordinator as well, I have to ask most offensive coordinators this question, especially in Little League. College is different, high school is different, but Little League. Are you a script guy, or are you a in the flow of the game guy when you play call?
I play call. I'm more in the flow of the game. My main objective is to dominate the line of scrimmage, and then also attack your weakness on defense. So, as the game go, I adjust based on your defensive setting. And if I see something, a situation I know that I can attack and beat, then that's something I'm going to explore. So, my offense is mainly script based on your defense a weakness, if you say.
I mean,
whatever defensive weakness you have, we're going to exploit it.
I mean, that's just smart football. Guys, hold on, Joe. Like, my dog, I got a Victorian Bulldog, Joe. She's like 115 pounds, right? Oh, my God. 5 just went yard again. And 9 threw a dime. I'm going to say it one more time. FBU, National Championship game. These are 8th graders. See, it starts young. Go turn the game on YouTube. FBU, National Championship game, 8th grade game. The DFW Ravens is in black, and they're playing against Georgia. So those are all the best players from Georgia for the most part, 8th graders.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. I mean, it's just good football. It's good football.
I mean, think about it, Rashawn. Give me your top 4 states that put out the most top athletes.
No, it's too easy.
You would say
Texas, Florida, California, and Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, and we beat all those teams.
Right.
These are the 8th grade in those states that they consider the best, and we beat each and every one of those states with these group of kids. So that ought to tell you what type of caliber kids we have on our team.
What? Okay, so I'm just trying to get this straight. How many practices? So at what point did y'all start the season?
Well, this group of kids that you're watching now is more like our season, the DFW Ravens, we played in the organization.
Right. No, I know that. I know. I'm asking you about this is an all-star team, so this is the best of the best, the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And these are selected.
Best in Dallas. This is the best in Dallas, yes.
Best in Dallas. But
yes.
At what point did you start practice?
Well, I have 4 practice leading up to these tournament games. 4 practice.
Okay. So how many tournaments did y'all play in, and how many games per tournament?
Well, we played a total 3 games in Texas, and then we played 3 games in Florida. So a total 6 games. We participated in 6 games with this group of kids.
Nice. Now, are you guys are you sponsored by anybody? Under Armour, Battle, anybody like that?
Nah, we sponsored by the coaching staff
and your homeboys.
Hey, we don't have no sponsor, man, and that was so crazy. I'm like, I don't understand how people are not understanding. Like, it starts right here. You know, developing these relationships with these kids. They don't understand how far it goes. These kids would never forget you, you know, at this level. And I mean, a lot of people just haven't just tapped in yet. And I think it's what's happening is they're missing the mark, and they're wondering why they can't get these top kids, because it starts at the ground level. It starts developing a relationship with their coaches at youth football, and getting to know their parents. You know, these parents, you know, they need help now, so they ain't gonna never forget you. So, I mean, that's what we do as coaches. We just try to step in and try to make it happen for these kids. But I mean, I don't know where these corporate dollars going, but it is not going into our community. I see it firsthand.
That's just it's mind-boggling that we're in 2022. And when I coached, I had sponsors. Let me just get this straight. I had sponsors, right? But it's mind-boggling that you can be the number 1 team in the country and you have nothing. That's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
That you got to call on us. When I say us, thank goodness you got good teammates that you can say, hey, you know, which one you guys want to do. And that don't go to 501c3, by the way. When we give to help one of our teammates, that goes to we want to help. But I think that when you got a guy like Joe who's giving back, that's pouring back, that if I would be shocked if 50% of the team had father figures that was actually in the home. And like me and some other people that I know that play football, probably Joe as well, our coaches became our fathers, our surrogate fathers, right? Mm-hmm. They were the ones who, my coach, Jimmy Smith, bless his heart, Jimmy Smith would pick me up at my house, take me to get something to eat before practice, take me back to his house where his wife prepared food for us, we'd eat, and then he'd take me home. I owe so much to him because he saw that I didn't have a father in the home. He saw that I had no way of getting to practice. He saw that I might have been a little short on food or whatever the case may be. And not that we were short on food, because I was fed right. More so, I don't even want you to go home hungry. Why? I never forgot that. Never. And he was instrumental in my development. Listen, we're going to throw it to break. When we get back, Joe, I want to talk about Coach Rule. I want to try to figure out how we can get this pipeline from Dallas back going again. And, you know, I believe Coach Rule hired a high school coach from Dallas, head coach, to be on the staff. More with Joe Walker, national champion, high school, when we get back. Captain 93.7.
It's another hockey jersey auction night this Saturday as the Lincoln Stars host the Tri-City Storm for Down Syndrome Night at the Icebox. Santa and Mrs. Claus will also be on hand to meet and greet with fans throughout the night. With only 2 home games left before Christmas, make sure to make your holiday plans with the Stars. The puck drops at 6:05, and tickets can be purchased now at LincolnStars.com.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
2022 flew by fast, and while you celebrate the upcoming holidays, Mullen Motors is looking ahead to 2023 and trying to open up space on their lot. Stop by Mullen Motors for their year-end sale and select from some of the best options of used vehicles in Lincoln at the best prices of the year. Don't end the year in your aging vehicle. Search Mullen Motors lot today for their year-end sale, just north of 48th and Lake.
No tagline, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go. Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Hey guys, Nick Sadert here, and I want to tell you about my friends at Spine and Sports Chiropractic. I experienced a herniated disc in my lower back a few years ago, and thanks to the folks at Spine and Sports, I got back to feeling 100%. At Spine and Sports, they use the active release technique, which involves the soft tissue and can alleviate headaches, shoulder pain, plantar fasciitis, and more. What I like most about the ART method is that your doctor will construct a plan that fits your needs because the technique is not a cookie-cutter approach. Allow Spine and Sports Chiropractic to help you feel better. Set up your appointment today by giving them a call at 402-261-6841.
Hey, it's Sean Callahan, and football season is here, and there is one place that has all the games, plus great food and beer specials. Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill. Whether it's Thursday night football, college football Saturdays, NFL Sundays, or Monday night football, there's a great view of the game from any seat with different food and drink specials every night. Try the Blue Ribbon Reuben sandwich or the Prime Rib French dip or any of their famous chicken wings. That's Tanner's Bar and Grill at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Nebraska fans, Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln is a proud donor of Nebraska Athletics. Brokers Insurance Agency is located at 33rd and A Streets in the heart of Lincoln. At Brokers, they can help you with all your insurance needs. Let them worry about your insurance so you have more time to enjoy the college football season. Call one of their licensed agents today at 402-420-5353 or visit their website at brokersinsurancene.com. Go Big Red.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years and can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstoRats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Jake Sorensen here for The Body Shop. No, not for your car. The Body Shop is your go-to place in Lincoln for professional massages. My wife and I had a 60-minute deep tissue couples massage recently that was everything we could have asked for and more. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. Plus, it's a great Christmas gift. The Body Shop at 48th and A. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
People first is more than a nice sentiment. At American Senior Benefits, it's the mission. If you're ready for a career where you can truly put your customers' needs ahead of everything else, this is for you. American Senior Benefits is one of the leading senior market insurance product distributors in the country, and they're looking for high-energy applicants with strong communication skills. Enjoy on-the-job training, a fun work environment, and unlimited income potential. Visit asbmidwest.com to learn more. American Senior Benefits.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Wind chill warnings remain in effect as northwest winds will gust near 40 today, and we only see an afternoon high of around 6. Wind chill values will be well below 0 for the majority of the day. A few clouds move in tonight. We'll see an overnight low of around 5 below. Try to warm things up a bit tomorrow with a high of 15. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we back, man. 402-464-5685 text line. If you got some questions for Joe, now'd be the time to do that. We'll use this last half to kind of throw those questions at Joe. It doesn't matter what those questions are. You can start firing away. You can also call us 402-464-5685 on the Sutter Heyman or on the Honda Lincoln text call line. But Joe, give me your thoughts. Why is Deion why is there so much buzz around him?
Because he's prime time. Well, what I think Deion is good at is interacting with kids, which I think he developed that by coaching youth football. And he's good at interacting with kids. He's good at interacting with the parents. And he's more like a father figure. Like a lot of coaches that coaches in youth sports, we're like father figure to these kids. And most of these kids want to be in an environment that they feel that they can, trust the coach. They feel that the coach have their best interests, and I think Deion brings that to a lot of urban kids. It's a lot of fathers that's absent in the Black community, and we really don't have a lot of. Well, we have role models, in the churches and whatnot, but we really don't have a lot of role models that at that magnitude like Deion. So I think he brings a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight because he's been there and done it. You have a lot of coaches that try to coach you, and it's hard to take instruction from someone that never been there, touched it, smelled it, know what it looked like. And his experience playing, at one of the top universities like Florida State and playing professional, you develop a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And, same here, me going to Nebraska, winning a national championship. It ain't too many coaches that can say they won a national championship. They know what it looked like. They've been there, and I think the experience that you have throughout playing sports, those are the true nuggets that kids are seeking and looking for. And it's more of a realization, It's not just talking, it's also doing the walk. And I think Deion is standing in that position where he able to reach a lot of kids.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I said to myself, okay, if I had a son that was coming out and he was being recruited by a lot of schools, and Deion called and said, "We like you. We want you to come on official recruiting," and they offered. In this stage of the game, what would I do? Because you got to think, Deion was balling when all of us parents who have kids now that are coming out, he was the best corner in football. Have we seen? Let me ask you this question: has there been another Deion Sanders since Deion Sanders retired in the NFL?
No.
Dang.
It's like asking the question: had there been another Tommy Frazier?
Dang.
Since Tommy Frazier left Nebraska.
No.
Hey, I mean, those type of caliber players only come around so often. And a lot of time is once in a lifetime, and I think a lot of real, fans and football people, they understand that, like, these are the type of caliber players that's special. When you special, just special. I mean, that's just what it is, and you just got to acknowledge it. But what's so strange is that 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago, let's just say 10 years ago, Deion was coaching youth sport where I'm at right now. He wasn't coaching in college. He wasn't coaching on no NFL team. He was coaching in youth sports right here in Dallas. Now he's a head coach at the University of Colorado, recruiting some of the top players throughout the whole nation. So that to me is like says a lot how important youth sport is. So, but Deion just have a way about him. I mean, a lot of times, it takes charisma. It takes loving on these kids, and you gotta let these kids know, I'm here for you first. Football, it's gonna come, and I think that was important in our career at Nebraska, is that Coach Osborne, he was like a father figure. He cared about you as a person first, and football was secondary. And I think, you have certain coaches that possess those type of qualities, and they're special. And a lot of coaches don't have that. A lot of coaches these days, it's all about me. Moving up the ladder, the money, and they really don't have these kids' best interests. And that's where a lot of schools and coaches fall short.
Well, I got two questions for you. One from this girl is snoring. Jeez, Maskey, come on. I'm trying to do a show here, girl. Two questions. One, who won you against Deion?
Well, Deion, they lost the game before playing us, so we never had a chance to play them. They was one game of playing us in the league championship. So we ended up winning the championship, but they lost the game right before meeting up to play against us. So we never had a chance.
Okay, well, that's fair. Husker Soft asked this question, Joe. How do y'all compare to the Outlaws organization in San Antonio?
Oh, we already whooped them twice in the state championship. We beat them twice in Cowboy Stadium. I mean, that ought to tell you. I mean, they very aware of DFW Ravens elite. So yeah, we already whooped them twice.
This year
we didn't play them this year.
Oh, okay, but just
following other 2 years, we whooped them twice in the state championship. But they got a great organization. They based out of Austin, outside Austin. They got a great organization, But our kids pretty tough, and we compete. So we kind of got the one up on them right now.
Yeah. John asked this question, Joe. Have you ever played against a team that ran the 3-3-5 defense, and what did you do against it?
3-3-5 defense. Yeah. First of all, you run a 3-3-5, I'm gonna spread you out. I'm gonna go 4 wide. So I'm gonna make your linebackers how to cover my slot receivers. So you really don't have 3 down linemen. So now you got to play. Now those gaps are open. You got a guy over the nose. You got your end probably head up with my tackle. So now I got the 4 and 5 hole is wide open because now you took those outside linebackers and put them in zone coverage or man up on my slot. So pretty much you beat. I mean, I'm gonna gas you down the pipe, speed, one man miss, we to the house every play. So I advise you to get out that defense.
So you don't think the 3-3-5 defense is a good defense to be in?
No, not at all.
What defense?
You don't have much penetration on the front line. See, the game of football is won on the line of scrimmage. When they say that the game is about inches, it's literally the game is about inches. So if I'm an offense coordinator, if I can penetrate your line 1 yard backwards, I have already won. Or as a defense, if you could penetrate my offensive line 1 yard backwards, then the defense had won. So if you're running a 3 down lineman, where the penetration coming? You don't have no penetration. You have linebackers, but the linebackers sitting back 5 yards. So before we can make contact with my running back, he already gained 2 yards before you even can make contact.
I'm gonna do what I can, Joe. I think what you do for those young men in the Dallas area, despite their situations, man, needs to be applauded. I've been there. How have you handled the parents?
With tender love. What's that song called? Tender love. I'm gonna leave it at
that. Yeah. So what you're telling me is that in Dallas, it's a moot point to even think about what's that, participation awards. You get to play because you get to play.
Oh no, it's no participation award. I mean, you got to earn it. I mean, I never heard of. I mean, I understand. These days of time, you want to applaud the kid for giving effort. That's fine. But you also got to applaud the kids that compete and playing at a higher level. And you can't water down their success based on someone else's performance is not meeting up to their performance. But yeah, I mean, my organization, parents already know before they enroll their kids that, hey, this is a top tier organization. They got top tier players. They're going to compete. And if your kid is not prepared for those type of style of football, then, they have other organizations, which are good organizations, the YMCA and the city teams. They're good organizations. Just some kids just pick up on things a lot faster at an early age than other kids. But that doesn't mean that your kid later down the road is not going to be a great player. I mean, some kids grow mustache before other kids. That's just the
that
nature.
12-year-old. Hold up. You saw the 12-year-old that's supposed to be 12, huh, Joe?
Say that again.
Did you see the 12-year-old kid with the mustache?
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with that kid. He plays around here in our organization. He's 12 years old. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, he almost played on this team, but But yeah, he probably gonna play on this team next year. I'll probably be coaching him next year. He's 12 right now, so he's only in 7th grade.
Wow.
But he's been playing. Yeah, he's been balling. He's a great kid.
All right, Joe, we get ready to throw it to break, but on this last segment, I want to ask you this, and I'll let you think about it over the break. What's the toughest thing about running a Little League football organization? And what's the best thing about running a Little League organization? My boy, Joe Walker, riding with the captain. We'll be right back after these messages.
Decking the halls with boughs of holly sure sounds great until you're the one who has to do it. Take the stress out of your holiday parties this year and host your gatherings at Suite A Events by Mary Ellen's. Suite A is the perfect place for your year-end company parties or other large gatherings. Suite A and Mary Ellen's can handle the food, the desserts, the decorations, and of course, those holiday spirits. See for yourself online at suiteaevents.com or at 27th and Pine Lake, right next to Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul.
2022 flew by fast, and while you celebrate the upcoming holidays, Mullen Motors is looking ahead to 2023 and trying to open up space on their lot. Stop by Mullen Motors for their year-end sale and select from some of the best options of used vehicles in Lincoln at the best prices of the year. Don't end the year in your aging vehicle. Search Mullen Motors lot today for their year-end sale, just north of 48th and Lake.
No tagline, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers says let it snow because a white New Year's Eve could mean free jewelry. Shop from December 1st to December 24th, and if it snows 3 inches or more on New Year's Eve, your purchase is free. Holiday savings throughout the store. 36 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Shop from December 1st to December 24th, and if it snows 3 inches or more on New Year's Eve, your purchase is free. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
James Enterprise Incorporated, that company that hauls your gravel, rocks, and material for your farm or construction site, says thank you to the people of the healthcare community for putting yourself in the way of danger to save the public. That is what it means to be a hero and to build a beautiful legacy. This message brought to you by James Enterprise Incorporated. For all your hauling of rock, gravel, and materials, call them at 402-432-6740. That's 402-432-6740.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. And if you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsrats.com. Bats Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, sponsored by Wingstop on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah. All right. We back to the captain, 93.7 The Ticket. Riding with my main man, Joe Beasy Walker, straight out of Dallas. Is it Arlington?
Yeah, Arlington, Texas.
Where are some of these kids going to school at? High school.
Well, all over. Most of them. I mean, some of them going to DeSoto, Duncanville, which. So what happened this year in high school, in the state of Texas, right? We had 3 teams that won the state championship. All of them is here in Dallas. South Oak Cliff, Duncanville, and DeSoto. Mind you that these 3 high schools that won the state championship in Texas on all levels are approximately 10 miles apart. So they ought to tell you what type of talent here in Dallas that we have. So a lot of my kids in my organization, some of them going to these high schools that I just spoke of. Some of them going to Den Geyer, which is another powerhouse high school here in Dallas. It's up north. So they kind of spread out throughout Dallas, but majority of them is Arlington kids and also DeSoto and Duncanville kids.
Yeah, and I mean everybody knows Dallas is a major city. It's a major city, and to me, in order to be great, you gotta have guys from everywhere, and you gotta mix some of that Dallas, that down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some of that down south Dallas.
Oh yeah,
into the Kool-Aid at Nebraska, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. You got to. If you want the Kool-Aid to taste a little sweeter, you're gonna need some Dallas, the mix off in there, and it gives you a nice good drink at the end. You gotta mix some of that Dallas sugar in there, man. That's all I'm trying to.
Right. Okay. So, what's the toughest thing about doing this Little League thing?
Oh man, our toughest is probably dealing with the parents, man. Parents are so emotional behind their kids. So I would say that is the toughest. Learning how to manage the parents and and being forthcoming with them about their kids and just trying to keep them level-headed. But that would be, I would say, the most difficult aspect when dealing with youth sport. But the most beautiful part about it is when you see these kids move on to high school and you see, okay, we got Ralph over here. Dang, he's starting as a sophomore on varsity. Wow, we must really prepare them as a youth sport. Because now you 2 or 3 steps ahead of your classmate. So when I see kids that's playing at a higher level, on the high school level, that comes out of our organization, it kind of kind of say that we're doing something right. You know, the way we coaching and teaching these kids and developing these kids. You know, they're 2 or 3 steps ahead of the rest of their classmates. And also, just seeing these kids go off to school, you know, they to get, you know, a D1 scholarship and play at a higher level at these Power 5 schools, and then they get to college, they're starting on these college football teams, and they're competing, they're the man on the team. And, you know, like we just had one kid that, matter of fact, the number 1 pick for the Dallas Cowboys, the offensive lineman. He's from this area. He's from Arlington, so he plays in the same organization. Well, not my organization. He played on a different team, but it was the same league, and he's from that league. So now, you know, you're seeing kids going to pro and being, you know, top pick, number 1 pick overall. You know, I think that's the beauty of it all. Just seeing these kids from day one, and they're developing as they get older, and they move on, you know, to make something out of their life, and yeah, it put a smile on your face, you know, as a youth coach.
How do we? I'm hoping that Coach Rule opens up that pipeline, Joe. I hope that you can bring down, you know, when they figure out what's optimal as far as football camp, and that we can figure a way to bring down a busload of those kids. And because I'm trying to imagine life without Texas football players at Nebraska, right? Like, take away all of the Texas kids.
It's like saying having Thanksgiving without a turkey.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. I mean, I could go to Aaron Graham, to Aaron Taylor, to Joe Walker, to Taven McFarland, to Corey Dixon. I can. It just the atmosphere, I think, would look a little bit different. You know, we'd have to. Some guys would have to step up. I mean, you got to think you played as a freshman.
Man, you got guys like Adrian Peterson come out of Texas. Guys like Damian Thomas, Drew Brees. I mean, Texas is a state full with talent. I mean, it's so much talent across the board throughout this state. It's just like, it's mind-boggling. Why would you not reach out and try to get some of these kids? I mean, they're like, I mean, they started as young kids playing this sport, and they very well equipped in playing football. So most definitely, I mean, you can't win without the top tier kids, and a lot of top tier kids come from the state of Texas. So you must, you know, get your hand in the pool to get some of these kids.
Joe, how many kids over the 10 years of you coaching this type of football at this level, how many kids have you sent to Nebraska, or have they came and got?
Man, I haven't even had anyone reach out to me from Nebraska about any of my kids. And we're talking about kids that's now at Texas. I had a freshman starting right now at Texas. We got 4 kids at Texas, got 2 kids at LSU, got a kid at Florida, got a kid at Alabama. We got kids at Oklahoma. I mean, these top tier kids, not one time anyone from Nebraska reached out. Like, I'm like, well, hey, I guess they don't want to win. I mean, man, and it goes back to what I said earlier. You know, a lot of these coaches don't have their own interests, and a lot of their own interest is basically, you know, getting paid top dollars, and a lot of these coaches, they want to be the star, not understanding the kids make you the star. You know, and I think that's what Deion understands. Deion understands that you got to have great players, you know, and the reason why he could talk that talk and walk the walk, because he got great players. If he didn't have great players, and then he wouldn't be, you know, broadcasting the way he are. But he is a good marketing genius. But man, a lot of coaches, they're just not equipped to be a head coach. I mean, I'm just sorry to say. I mean, a lot of them don't understand, the importance of recruiting. Recruiting is the key to success. Why do you think Alabama's always playing for the national championship? They recruit. They the top recruiters in the country. It ain't really got to do with Nick Saban. They just know how to go get the best players.
Right. They got 4 coaches in the top 10.
Huh?
I said they've got 4 coaches in the top 10 in recruiting. So they made a believer out of me. I was like, oh, they lost like 8 former 4-stars and blah, 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 blah. And then I look at the recruit and I'm like, Alabama's number 1 in recruiting again.
Exactly.
Like 10 5-stars.
Exactly.
No 3-stars. There's not a 3-star on that roster.
Exactly. It's and that's what people don't understand. For college level, I mean, okay, X's and O's, but you still got to have the top players to execute the X's and O's. I mean, you can have the X's and O's, but if you don't win that one-on-one matchup, the X's and O's doesn't even matter.
Right. Hold on, Joe. Let me throw. Hold on, Joe. Let me throw this legal ID out real quick, and then we'll come back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Yeah. Okay, Joe. So, gosh, I hate I had to cut you off on that one because that was just such a good subject. We kind of at the end of the show, which I always say it's the fastest 2 hours. Joe, look, we look up, it's over, Joe. It's over, Joe.
It's great conversation, man. It's great dialogue. It normally happen like that.
I want you to know, man, I appreciate you as always, and it's an honor, man, to see you work and have those boys play at a high level and be able to support you and them. And it don't take much. You know what I'm saying? $50 here, $25 here, maybe $100 here, and you do it multiple times to start to add up. But I think we need to get behind Joe. He is one of ours, and we need to figure out how we can help him continue to maximize that. I want to figure out a way, I hope people are listening to help me with this, but figure out a way that we can open up that pipeline back up, that Dallas to Nebraska pipeline, because I think there's a lot of great talent. And you're not going to tell me that if 10 of those guys that you just talked about went to major Power 5 schools, at least one should be able to go to the University of Nebraska. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Joe. Anything else you want to say? I think you should definitely throw out that email again, maybe the website, before we get off.
Email address is JWALKIN, the word Texas spelled out, number 25 @gmail.com. JWalk in Texas 25 @gmail.com.
All right,
man,
Joe.
Let's open it up, man. Let's open this pipeline up. I got plenty of kids, Rashawn. I mean, man. I know what it takes to win. So I got the formula here in Texas. There's a lot of kids, great kids, and I think the pipeline needs to open back up.
Well, man, let's see if we can't put that together, Joe. Man, I can't wait to have you back. I appreciate you as usual. Give me the best Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
All right. That's straight. Joe Walker, DFW Ravens, national champions of the United States of America. Merry Christmas, Xmas, Hanukkah, all of that good stuff. Joe, thanks for rocking with me. We'll see y'all Tuesday. Holla at your boy, dog.
Nebraska fans, Brokers Insurance